Alright, everyone, we're back, and we're right where we left off.
Yep.
Our boss is still angry with us.
Nothing new.
Yeah. And,
Mammoths.
yeah. Right, we gotta go in here. I had to remember how to get to where we need to go.
Where do you need to go?
Over here. Because, we have to get the train moved.
So you gotta find the berries?
Sort of. I'm kind of doing this out of order, because it's easier to get certain stuff done at certain times. Instead of going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But now we can get down here and, well, like I said, when you get the train moved, and the train won't move, so there's one of two ways we can move it. We can push it, or we can get this lovely couple to tow it with their boat.
There's a boat.
Yeah.
Hey there, on the boat.
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?
Beautiful.
Let's talk about the train.
It must be really neat to travel by river.
Oh, slechte Boot. Eine vergette das Grund. Für mich, locker ist fantastica. Eine kleine Rot mit Ustet, okay. You got.
Excuse me? My husband say he like his barge and he not like your train. Too noisy. If you want to travel in tin can, you stay in tin can.
I don't even know
Sure.
if that's racist or what that is.
It's a lovely boat couple. Let's ask the boat couple for help.
I have a little problem with my train. It's kind of broken. I've absolutely got to get it out of the station. Do you think you could tow it over to the wall with your barge? Lock closed. Barge blocked. But if the locks were open, would it be okay to tow my train then?
Por que no? More money for that werk.
It's possible. My husband say we help you if you give money. Right. And how much do you want?
Cinquante.
He want $150. $150? I don't have that much. No money, no barge. Let me offer you $75. Nay, $125. Out of the question. $100 and not a dime more. Correct. You have barge for $100. Great. Now, don't move. I'll be back as quick as possible with the money.
That was
It's not very polite of you to take advantage of my predicament. We could have done favors for each other, for free, out of solidarity.
Father, I don't speak not full. Money, yeah, big full.
Excuse me? My husband say need
I got
money
subtitles
for
match up
leave.
too.
$100 not lot for fancy lady like you. How would you know a fancy lady like me, really? I'll leave you to it. I won't disturb you
So we have to
again.
get these lovely people some
Dos
money.
vidania.
This lovely babushka and her husband. I don't actually know the word for the hymn, so I only know babushka because I got my ass handed to me by an old Russian lady in Russia once
well.
on the subway because I was sitting in the handicap and old people seats and didn't know because I can't read Cyrillic. So she pushed me to the ground and started yelling at me. Ah, Eastern Europe.
Is Russia even part of Europe?
I don't know what it is. So now we get to go talk to the station master. I'm not even going to bother talking to him about money because he says he doesn't have any. As do most people when you ask them for money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
I want to talk to you about Sauvignon.
Where might I find some forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place
There
around
she goes,
here, that's for
changing
sure.
how she says
I don't
it
know what
again.
you're talking
Right.
about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, For someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, Amazon, Peru, Papua New Guinea. It's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
His hands.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me.
He's the crab man.
She's a genius. I don't think he was being totally straight with me. Also, as far as I can tell, these plants like that are just growing straight out of solid concrete.
I mean, some will do that.
Not a palm tree.
No.
Hello again.
Excuse me, station master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay. I think I can give you a minute of my time.
I'm looking for a kind of little juicy berry. You don't know where I can
Now
find
the
some?
point of the game is harassing
Look,
people until we
the
get it.
station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries. Not even forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries, red currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here in the famous Baruchstadt University aviary itself.
Kills me when she says that word.
Oh, if it's in a book, then don't believe everything you're reading, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
I wonder why.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grape? Go ask your professor, what's his name, Pons, the paleontologist.
But you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
I won't disturb you.
I will say that because I remember how annoying she is in the very
Welcome
beginning of
to
the game.
Baruchstadt,
Yeah.
miss.
She gets more tolerable, more likable.
Okay.
But right now she still sounds stupid. I don't think you're telling me the truth. Something doesn't sound correct here. Makes you wonder how she's a lawyer.
Yeah.
So now we need money and grapes.
I wonder where we can get money from.
Who do you think we talked to about money?
That guy?
Which guy?
Oh, never mind.
Who, him?
Yeah.
No. No, he will only say the same thing over and over again. He's just kind of there as a
No, I thought we could call him.
background character. No. And you'd think, I tried Oscar to see if he had any money stashed in the train. No, he doesn't have any money. I think he ends up asking you for money if you ask him for money.
Nice.
Here's a professor we can talk to. And we need to talk about one other thing so I can pick up that mammoth later.
Excuse me. Sir, please, just a moment.
Yes, what is it? I'm not deaf, you know.
I am sorry to disturb you in your work, sir, but...
This young Mammothus primigenius is barely 40,000 years old. Fantastic, wouldn't you say, miss?
Yes. Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't know, I see. What can I do for you, my dear child?
Let's just go down the line of things I need to ask him about. Hans.
To tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans Vorarlberg. He's the sole heir of a very unusual factory. My company is in charge of negotiations for the takeover of this factory.
She does
At
negotiation
last
weird.
word, he was living in Syberia. So, as soon as my train is ready, I'll be continuing my journey eastwards.
Syberia. Ah, Syberia. But what was it you said again?
Siberia
Said
with an
what?
I or a Y?
You mentioned a name. The person you are looking for.
Vorarlberg. Hans Vorarlberg. Do you know him?
Hans Vorarlberg. How could I forget him? Such an extraordinary fellow. So inventive. We shared a passion for mammoths, you know, and we bonded over this passion. Without it, I confess, I would have had little to do with an odd, ageless retard like Hans.
Whoa.
At the time, we were both students. Well, sort of. Put it this way. Hans had special permission to attend paleontology lectures. You see, he didn't really have the necessary qualifications. In exchange,
I mean, that's just what
Hans
everyone's
did a
been
few
hinting at
odd
with him
jobs
the
around
entire.
university.
Well, yeah, but that's still
Your
rude.
Hans Vorarlberg sounds
Because
uncannily
people in this
like the
place have
one
been
I'm looking
welcoming.
for.
I'm
And,
not
you know,
sure.
nice.
Hans was above all questions of money
True.
and business. Just to imagine him running a factory, perish the thought.
Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He was always a mystery to me. He never said very
Oh,
much.
the
He never
2002.
quite seemed to grasp what you said to him. He expressed himself instead through his incredible mechanical contraptions. His inventions, I admit, have been much appreciated by the university. The few times we really did talk, it was about his strange interest for mammoths and a doll. Some sort of doll that obsessed him.
A doll, you say?
Yes, he kept talking about it. One day he described it to me. A sort of children's toy. A miniature mammoth mounted by a mount. It appears he found it in a cave not far from his home.
What is that word he's supposed to like? Is
That
it
all
mount?
sounds
Yeah.
very
How do you
dramatic.
spell that?
His account was slightly confused, but it
I
awoke a
guess.
great interest in
According
me.
to Syberia, it is.
What do you mean?
He could be
To my
talking about
knowledge,
like a
there is
race,
only
not a
one
mount.
tribe who made figurines featuring a mount, and that tribe is the Yukols. They live in the farthest reaches of Syberia, and for them, the dolls constituted a sacred object, illustrating one of their central legends. How such a doll made the journey from the frozen Siberian north to a cave in the French Alps is a mystery to me. Even today, it is beyond my comprehension.
Have you considered that Hans Vorarlberg was maybe making it up? You said yourself he didn't seem to have all his mental facilities intact.
No, that's impossible. Hans couldn't invent a story like that. The doll is a sacred part of the Syberia legend. He described
With
it
a
to me
Y.
in exact detail.
Yes.
Siberia itself is a chimera that paleontologists
I heard a
of the world
rumor,
are very
like,
fond
not
of
even rumor, I was typing in the stuff on YouTube to put this game up.
Hmm?
It said Syberia 3 2016. I was like, what the hell?
Oh.
Which would be interesting. A little bit late, but they better look like this. And not new. Here we go.
You wouldn't know where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barkstadt, would you?
Why do you think there are Sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master. If such a shrub exists, he will have a better idea than anyone.
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes, yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors. After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks.
Well, we already did that.
Yes, but like I
I'll
said,
leave
it's
you in
like a weird
peace.
love triangle.
I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry?
Oh, so I haven't
No,
described it
not
as a
at all,
love
my dear
triangle
child.
until now, but
So we have to go back to the rectors.
yeah. Who are all the way over here. About 6 screens away. Heaven forbid you run up those 2 stairs.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem. Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
And that damn train. Let's ask them about money.
Some sailors have agreed to tow the train, but I don't have enough money to pay them. I was wondering if you could help me out. For a while. I could work for the money.
That's something you don't see very often anymore. In games,
Please
at
wait,
least.
miss. We have certain confibulations to attend to.
That is right. We must confibulate between ourselves.
Is confibulate actually a word?
A collegiate decision must be taken.
I hope that we are not
Now you're gonna look it
indisposing you in any way.
I like the caption, blah, 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 blah.
Why not?
if it helps us get rid of that train.
My word, that is a fine idea.
What do you have in mind, gentlemen?
When you arrived here, you must have noticed a splendid bandstand which honors the main university courtyard.
Which is why it's
Yes, but they
Only
misspelled it,
piece
and that's
of
why I
mechanical
didn't.
craftsmanship
how is
which
it
no
spelled?
longer works, alas.
Oh, fabulation.
Why, yes, we have very moving memories of its melodies. We're prepared to offer you a financial reward if you can set it working again.
With pleasure. What do I have to do?
Unfortunately, my dear, time and rust have taken their toll on this university, and our automatons no longer have a spring in their step. You are going to have to be resourceful.
To tell you the truth, there are a number of complex mechanisms here in Barakstadt, and it would appear that we have unfortunately lost their operating instructions.
Well, I guess you're an idiot.
Your train, however, is an extremely ingenious invention, so you should be no stranger to complex mechanisms, should you? We are therefore counting on your ingenuity, miss.
Sounds like
I
a
hope that
puzzle to
I can show
solve.
myself worthy of your faith in me, gentlemen.
Well, my dear colleagues, one more university matter nicely tied up.
And they'll pay us exactly $100 to fix our bandstand.
Probably.
No, that's what they
Are
said.
you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barockstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barockstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon Forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barockstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our station master would be very proud of it.
Comes all
He would take
hypothetical
very good care of it,
situations.
too.
Right.
Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the
The only thing scary here is their
paleontologist
horrible
might play.
sayings.
What's the
This is the scariest part of the game.
paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory,
It's just a weird game at
how
this
would
point.
we make the wine, do you think?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So,
Produce?
if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barockstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional, you know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern, producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So, we can't count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything.
Here we are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Already?
Again?
My word doesn't...
Thank you for a...
And thank
Well, since they won't give me what I want, there's only
Well,
one
go
thing to
take
do.
it.
I'm kidding.
Send.
Alright, so when we come back, I'll actually be over at the station, because... Actually, no, I won't, because they'll probably have a phone call on the way, so...
Probably, but
Let's go outside again and... Okay, so we'll come back in the next part, and we'll go get some Sauvignon berries Soviet, or whatever they want to call it, or whatever they want to call it in the last dialogue.
True.
And we'll do that. So thanks for watching. Yeah.
See you there.
Bye.